Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Sunny Singapore. I'm sure you guys figured it out with those rose petals there. So very happy Valentine's Day to all of you. We all don't need a reason to celebrate love, do we? So here we are doing some last minute 2 DIYs that I did, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. But before we go further, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. So let's get started. Now, before we get started, I just have to share this amazing tip with you guys, and that is how to keep your berries for a really long time. Normally, berries are a very gentle fruit, they go bad really quickly. Within 2 to 3 days, you will see your strawberries, especially rotting, and the blueberries also getting soft and mushy. So, what I do is once I've washed them really well, then in a pan of water or in a bowl, large bowl, you put a lot of water and they could soak in, and then put 1 to 2 cupfuls of your apple cider vinegar. You make sure that you're using the organic type, and that's about it. Once you add the vinegar, you just let them be for a minute or something, and then you can just take them out. Please do not rinse the strawberries after this, because the apple cider actually helps to preserve these strawberries for longer in your fridge. Now, for those of you who are wondering whether the apple cider would leave a smell or any kind of a aftertaste or whatever, no, it does not. It would evaporate slowly, and just in a few minutes, your strawberries would be good to go, and you won't have any, like a residue or a smell or whatever from that. Now, here I'm showing you guys, I'm using actually a steamer box which I got from Daiso. It comes in 2 pieces. It has a plastic insert, and that's something like a sieve, and it fits nicely into the box with the lid. And I use this to store my berries, because if there's any water, that will collect at the bottom of this box, and that will not be making my berries wet, because water is what will make your berries go bad quicker, so you need to have them dry. So I hope you guys enjoyed this trick. Do comment below and let me know if you guys tried it out. I'm wondering if this is becoming a tip video now. For the second tip, I'm using this baking pan which is round, and I'm going to show you how I've cut this baking paper to a round size to fit my pan. Now what you do is, when you take the paper, you fold it a couple of times like that, and once you've folded it really slim, you just check the size from the middle of the pan like this, and then you just cut the corner to round. And when you open it, it'll be just a very nice round circle, and it'll fit your round pan. So now that you've got your second tip going, now the next thing we are going to be doing is putting these strawberries on these little bamboo sticks or skewers, you can call them. And you can buy these anywhere. You can buy them at Daiso in Singapore. You can buy them at dollar stores and things like that. You can even buy them at your grocery store sometimes. So the reason why I put these strawberries in this way is that it will make it easier for us to dip our berries in the chocolate. So now you can see I've got all the berries lined up here. And here are cute little glasses which I'm using. Actually, these glasses, I keep them for some young kids coming to visit us. And they are just so ideal for putting, our strawberries into, dip them in the chocolate. So I put these, white and brown chocolate in these glasses. And I'm going to put it in the microwave for 30 seconds at a time. So you put both the chocolate glasses, I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to put my micro for 30 seconds, and every 30 seconds you just check if your chocolate has melted or not. So we're just going to melt our chocolate first, and you can add a little bit of oil in the chocolate if you find that your chocolate is very thick. Now once our chocolate has melted, I'm just using these ice cream sticks to stir the chocolate so that I can check when my chocolate is ready to be used. So I'm just going to mix that with the ice cream sticks, and if it needs to be diluted further or a little bit more runny, I will add a little bit oil at a time. Don't put too much oil at a time, because you don't know how much you would need, and you don't want to make it too watery or too oily. And also the oil that you use, either you can use coconut oil, or if you don't like the smell of coconut oil, then you could use any non-flavored vegetable oil, and or ideally, as I like to use, olive oil. That is a healthier version, I think, a healthier option. So here you can see that the chocolate is slowly melting, and I'm going to put it back in a couple of times, and we'll come back to this once it's done. So we can see that the chocolate has finally melted, and you can also see that I've started dipping my strawberries in the dark chocolate. Now I'm using semi-sweet dark chocolate chips for this chocolate, and you can choose to use your favorite chocolate chips of any brand or any type of sweetness that you prefer. Now you can also choose to do one color at a time, or you may choose to do both the colors, or even have somebody do it together with you. That would be really good fun. If you have a friend or family member who can help you out, that will make things a lot faster. So start to just not stop, but start to dip the strawberries and lay them out on the parchment paper one by one. Make sure that they are not touching each other, because when the chocolate is wet, they will, if they're touching each other, they'll get stuck together. Now here I'm using this gold luster dust glaze, whatever you want to call it, and I've used a few drops of glycerin to make it a little creamier to apply, like paint texture. Now, if you can have alcohol, you may use some vodka to do this. I'm sure your local bakery store will be able to guide you through, but since I do not consume alcohol, I have used a substitute of glycerin for this. Glycerin also provides a very nice shine to it, and it gives a little bit of the extra shine to this gold food paint, you can call it, or luster dust, or whatever you would like to call it. Now, if you see those almonds there and you're wondering what they are doing there, keep watching, because I'm going to be showing you a trick in the end, how to use all your leftover chocolate with these almonds and what are we going to do with that. So keep watching about, till the end of the video. Now, you can see all the strawberries are looking really yummy, and we are just going to keep placing them on that parchment paper. And I'm just going to also tell you guys, the paintbrush, you can use any size. If you want it to be very intricate, you can also use a thinner paintbrush, or you can also use different sizes of paintbrush. Now here you can see I'm just doing some other designs on the white strawberries, the dipped ones. I decided to do some chocolate ones, some gold ones, and I've just tried to do a combination so that for you to see all the different options that you can do for your strawberries. You may choose to do only one type of design, or you may choose to mix the designs. It's really your call. So I'm just, playing around, having fun, and I've got all these different designs going here, and I'm just going to be doing that for our Valentine's Day after dinner dessert. So here we've got all of these laid out on that parchment paper, and once you've got everything done, you have to chill this in the fridge, I'm sorry. You'll have to chill this in the fridge for at least 15 to 20 minutes till your chocolate is really set. And every time that you decorate it, if you feel that your chocolate is starting to become soft or melting a little bit, please put it back in the fridge, because remember, this is your working with chocolate. So if you have it out in the heat for too long, especially here in the tropics, your chocolate will start to melt, and then all your design and everything is going to get ruined. So let's get this done, and I'm going to put this in the fridge to chill. And now for our DIY number 2, that little card that you saw earlier, and I'm going to show you guys how I made that little card with just scraps of stuff at home. Now you will need to have all this stuff. I've got a old wedding invitation that I'm using. I'm going to use the cardboard from that. I've got a few stickers. I've got these googly eyes. We call them googly eyes. I get them from Daiso. I don't know what you call them. I've got some markers and pens, and I've got some tape or glue in case it's required. So I've cut this, the cardboard from the card into this kind of a shape and folded it in half. And here you can just start to add your stickers onto the card. The reason why I folded in half, it looks like a card then. You may choose to cut it in any kind of size or shape that you prefer. Now, for those of you who are wondering what is the message that I wrote on the card, this is what I wrote: Happy Valentine's Day. I have eyes only for you, and I've put those little two googly eyes there and drawn some eyelashes, and of course for that cheekiness, I put the eyes a little bit crooked. Now we are coming to the last part of our video. What are we going to be doing with that leftover chocolate? Of course, we don't want to dump it. That's delicious to eat. And that's where the almonds that I had put on the counter that you had seen. This is what I'm going to be doing. I've put the white and the dark chocolate together. I've mixed it all up. It can give a swirl effect, or it can just a little bit lighten your the dark chocolate, so it really doesn't matter. And then I'm going to mix all the almonds up in that, and then I'm going to put it on a different parchment paper there, and I'm just going to chill them, and they're going to give us a little, nutty chocolates for you to eat later on. This is how you put them. You can put them separately, or you can combine one or two together, and you'll get your homemade chocolates, and it will be really nice for somebody who loves nuts and things like that. So this is what we're going to be doing with the leftovers. I hope you guys are going to be making these chocolates too, and never have to buy those famous almond chocolates that we buy in those boxes. And you can make your own at home whenever you have some leftover chocolate. Well, friends, we've come to the end of the video here. I've plated my strawberries in this beautiful dish that I plan to use to serve for after dinner dessert tonight. And this dish, I got it from a Turkish exhibition, so it is from Turkey. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it has real gold trimming around the side, and I just love it. And here is our little card in the front there, and that is for you to remember that I would like to wish all of you also a very happy Valentine's Day, and lots of love and lots of good times with your loved ones. I hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.